Hello there, Sami and Dudley again. And Dudley is highly intelligent for a bird. He's probably knows about 300 words and phrases and sounds. And all the things he could do, he insists on making goofy fart sounds and swearing and tricking me into thinking my S22 Ultra is trying to get my attention. Then occasionally laughs at me when I go to pick it up. African Greys have the mentality of a 4-year-old, but the emotional capacity of a 2-year-old, and they do have tantrums. He doesn't stop throwing so many tantrums after Nani passed away, my Amazon. But Dudley is a very interesting partner in crime. The first 5 years I had Nani, it was just me and her. Then for the next 17 years until about almost 2 weeks ago, when she passed, it was him and Nani and I. And Nani was my buddy. She was my main emotional support. She saved my mental health when I was 13, when I was being bullied at school and having a hard time. My mom was really sick at the time too. Plus the typical preteen changes you go through. And autism and raging hormones is a real nightmare. And if you're an autism parent, I'd say be prepared, because that is a rough age to be when you're a girl. Obviously for males it's later years, but this little guy, got him in 2008, 2 months before I graduated high school. And I had to work with him on his attitude, because he was grieving when Grandma died. And now we're back to helping each other through grief, as we had to say goodbye to Nani almost 2 weeks ago. And Nani, I opted to have her cremated because I couldn't stand the thought of burying her, and because of my beliefs. And I have her in a pretty wooden box I picked out. And I had her. She died at home. And then we took her the next day to be cremated, and picked her up later, and she is forever in a special place in my bedroom. And she has her own memorial set up because she was such a special bird. Dudley, why are you mooning the world here? You silly guy. He likes to do this. But Dudley and I are helping each other through the initial grief. And with Dudley, he's a very interesting boy. It is never a dull moment if you own a Grey, I will warn you. They are full of life. They keep life interesting. I think I'd have a hell of a time grieving Nani's loss had I not had him. Although I do miss her goofy antics that she used to do, like screaming and being a loudmouth and her talking. She always said tickle foot and what, that's all she wanted to know. But I did not care that she was all she said. Dudley, come here. You're getting in trouble, aren't you? You just want to make trouble. Yeah, I know. It's why we call you Duddle, full of trouble. Along many other things. And Dudley, do wrong when you're bad. Yeah. And my YouTube handle, SamiS23U, comes from Sami being my preferred name. And S23U is my autism special interest, which I am trying to save for one. Been trying to get one for 2 years, but not quite there yet. But it's my dream is to have one for comfort in addition to this guy. And Dudley has been what's been keeping me going the last couple weeks here since Nani passed. And he is definitely a good emotional support bird, which African Greys are. Anyways, I have to go for a few. I've got to help my mother. I'll be back to share more of my story. Take care.